day 3. It's about 5:15 in the morning. Getting ready to head out. Yesterday, did some laundry, had some dinner, and then just came back to the room and hung out. Probably went to bed around 9. Didn't really fall asleep much. I got up at like 11:30. Couldn't fall back asleep till about 2, 3. Maybe slept for an hour and a half. Both of us were kind of wide awake at 5 o'clock, so we just got up. We actually had the alarm set for 6. So yesterday it rained, so we really didn't do a whole lot. Weather looks like it's raining right now, a little bit, kind of misty. Should go on for a couple hours, and then it dries out, and then it starts back up again around 11. It goes until about 1 or 2 o'clock. Hopefully it's not too much of an annoyance, but got to see what we got to do. I also found 2 blisters last night. I'm gonna try to put some patches on those and see how they go. So hopefully the wet feet, if it rains that much, doesn't become problematic, but let's see what happens. What else? Aside from that, we'll see, if it's not too bad, we'll try to get some videos and some pics on the trail. Otherwise, probably a lot less videos in the previous 2 days if it's too rainy out. So that's it for today. Thanks.
One. Now?
But we couldn't cross the path.
Yeah.
So you just got to keep walking. And oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the beach, so I'm going this way.
All right, just stopped for breakfast. It's about 9:30. We were following the coastal route along the coast, walking along sand, through fields, bagged it. That sucked. Pouring rain, felt miserable. So we found a road inland. We're gonna follow the coastal route, which is more inland instead of on the beach and everything else. And aside from that, we'll get back to you later. The rain seems to have let up, so it hasn't been too bad, but let's get back on the trail after we eat.
Sheep. Bah. It's kind of cool walking through here, no?
Tu camina muy rápido.
Stop taking videos of my house. Left here by the ancient pilgrims, rock formations.
Or Karen, who came by 2 weeks ago.
True. Needs a little bit of work. All right, we're walking to a place called Chafe, C-H-A-F-E. Not sure how to pronounce it. Just came through the forest. I think it was a forest, right? Would you call it a forest? Yeah, went through a forest. Nice trail. A lot of pilgrims. Probably because we saw we switched over to the coastal route. We were doing the coastal littoral route, but because of the sand and everything and rain, we decided to cut something to a path that was more inland. It's been good. A little bit beat up, but we're pushing through. Steve's been a trooper, right? Holding it together. Me, I'm just chugging along. All right, we'll catch up with you guys later. Launch. All right, we just wrapped up day 3. Started out rough. We left Esposende. It was raining. Walked along the path, and that ended up going onto the beach. So we walked on wet sand in the rain for a little while before we started to go through cornfields. Needless to say, that was miserable. So neither one of us were feeling it. So we decided to cut back inland. We were on the littoral route, and then we decided to cut into the coastal route, which is more inland, paved roads. But it was those cobblestone paved roads, which you'll see in the video. Not easy to walk on, especially for an extended period of time, and especially when you've got blisters. But we powered through and made it.
Stopped and had lunch. We met a few people along the way. We met a couple from Colorado who had said I think they were from Denver. This is their second Camino. I think they said they did the Norte, Camino Norte last year on mountain bikes. We met a woman who calls herself or refers to herself as, or introduces herself as Dora the Explorer, from Toronto, 67 years old. She said last year she did the Camino Portuguese from Lisbon to Santiago de Compostela. This year, I think she said she started in Porto. It would, as the day went on, the blisters started to hurt more. Steve started to cramp up. It just became more difficult through the day. The coastal route, the inland version, is a lot more hilly too. So you're going through elevation, which is tough. The cool thing about it was we were going through the forest, which is kind of what Steve had thought we were going to be doing. So that was kind of cool. But aside from that, I would say today was probably tougher than Monday. As we were talking earlier today, we both decided that we'd take boardwalk with 20 mile an hour winds in our face over what we went through today. It was sloppy, it was rainy, it was tough. But hopefully everything after that gets a little bit easier. So let's see what happens. I think right now it's about 6 o'clock. We got to go do laundry, grab a bite to eat. We're staying in a nice little hotel. I think it's a bed and breakfast. There's a restaurant down below, and I think they have a handful of rooms. We're on like this walking street. There's no cars, and there's a bunch of restaurants right across the street. There must be a Pastel de Nata pastry shop, because there's people lined up outside the door. So there's probably a few of those places. So we'll find something. Anyway, that's all we have for today. The early part of this video, you will probably see some shots from our hotel from last night. But yeah, all right. Thanks for watching.